Hey guys, Adam from Equipped Indoor. So this will just be day 2 on our Bushcraft USA 10x12 tarp, and just went over everything. Everything looks pretty good. We don't have any wear or tear from the night before. That should be expected. After Ace went 90 miles per hour through one of the cords, it didn't cause any damage to the tab. It ripped the 118-pound test bank line, but everything else was good to go. Just went over everything. Everything still looks great. We haven't had any rain yet, so we might have to synthesize some rain or recreate some rain with the hose to test out the waterproof nature. But so far, so good. Everything looks good. So we're looking around it real quick. We'll be right back. All the straps are looking pretty good. The only thing that I'm concerned with, because of how small and narrow this cord is that it is putting a lot of pressure on these bands. I wish this nylon was a little bit stouter and thicker. I might even replace it with some other nylon straps. But the material itself still feels pretty good. We've gotten some debris that's fallen off the trees, but nothing major. And all the tied-on spots look good. Even this one up here, which is at a strange angle because we have this stick tensioner in there, so it's put a lot of pressure on there. But the seam still looks good. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see, it's flipping up a little bit. That's just the way we have it constructed, but it looks pretty good. Kara, what do you think of the tarp? Do you like it? Pretty cool fort, right? That's right. A little bit of stretch we've seen a little bit, and I don't know if that's from the cordage or the material being on here, but we've lost a little bit of our rigidness. I don't imagine that the cordage will stretch out that much. There's very little 550 cord on here, and this is still pretty tight. So, but all in all, so far so good. It looks like we're gonna get some rain a little bit later today, so that'll be a good test. I do have to work tonight, so unfortunately I'm probably not gonna be able to come out here. Maybe we'll put something absorbent in the mid-ground there to see if we get anything coming down on it, but so far so good. I'm digging the size and the setup like this, just for something a little bit more open and airy for a kind of a summer setup with a large group of people. So far so good. Looks.
Your hat matches.
My hat does match, Kara. Very observant. So we'll be right back, so stay tuned. All right, guys, to give you a point of reference, it rained last night. Wet earth over there on the wet side, very wet. You can see right there the differences inside the shelter. Everything is still uber dry right here. Didn't have a chance to figure out anything, but as you can see right there the difference in the water where it got through, came through. So we were successful in keeping this area very dry. It's a lot of real estate down here. I mean, we could easily get 3 people in a dry spot right here. Very good for day 3 of the shelter. Survived our rainstorm, no issues. Awesome. All right, guys, we are on day 5, and you can see right there the wet side versus the dry side. So the tarp is still maintained. It's pretty dry tinder right there. Piece of bark that's laying under here. So you can see how dry this is. So that's good. 5 days, the last 3 days we've been having rain, and we'll check all the tabs, seeing if we got any issues from tabs. All still look good, no issues there. See, we're getting a little fold right here. And you see the water beating on it right there. Cool. So this is getting stretched a little bit. It might be because of this strap right here. I have to reposition that. That's not bad. See the water drops. I'd say that's pretty waterproof if it's beading up like that. I know this is just a kind of crazy thing we did for a backdrop for a shot for another video, but I decided to leave it up there. That's working. You can see right here, this ground's pretty muddy. So there's still some water on the ground, but very dry on the inside. Awesome stuff. So day 5, I would call this a pretty good pass if we had a shelter out here for that long. My tent poles are rocking and rolling. Very happy with this, guys. I think the next thing we're going to do is try to do a couple different videos of some different setups. So we don't have to do just an A-frame or a lean-to. We could probably do a baker's tent, maybe a plow, maybe some other modified A-frames a little bit closer to the ground. So we're going to give that one a try. Also, guys, let me know what you think. And the $140 price tag is kind of expensive, but if you think about this, this is 100% made in America. And there's some tarps that are smaller than this that are going for almost 200 bucks. So, you know, a point of reference for American-made product, for the extras that I got in this, and the quality of it, I think is very, very reasonable within the price frame of other similar units. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! All right, guys. So I'm checking the seams on this because we're getting some pretty heavy rain. I'm getting a little bit of leakage right here. You guys see that? I don't know if that's condensation or what. I think it's condensation. It's been raining for a little bit. A little bit on that seam. But as you guys can hear, it's kind of coming down. But I don't know if you guys can see, but it's still nice and dry under here. Let's put it this way, I trusted enough to come out here with my camera. You know, this camera's kind of my my livelihood right now. So, but it's pretty good. I don't see any big issues. This would be day 7, so it's been out here for a whole week. No big issues at all. Give you guys a look-see up top. I mean, you can definitely see the water beating on there. Starting to slow down. But this has been it's been raining for a couple days now, so probably for the last 3 or 4 days we've been getting some intermediate rain. So that's pretty good. Nothing much left to say except my area where what I would be kind of camped out is nice and dry. I wish I was in a better position right now to stay out here, but unfortunately I have to go to work tonight, so that's not going to happen. Yesterday wasn't a good day. So, good stuff all in all. We are getting some flex, and the rain's starting to die down a little bit, so you guys can probably hear me better. There is some sagging of but I don't know if that's from the cord just getting loose and stretching. Probably, because it's pretty evenly distributed. Well, guys, that kind of concludes our test for the part 2. We'll probably do some more stuff. I want to see if I can call up the manufacturer and get some samples and test the flame retardant nature of this material. So, but so far it's pretty good. I did want to talk about the price a little bit. You know, there are similar tarps like this that cost over 200 bucks, and if you can find a 10 by 12 tarp that's really light and compact as this is, let me know, because I can't find one. I mean, I've got some tarps from like Walmart that are, you know, 40, 60 bucks that are this size, but they're bulky, they're huge, and this is an ultralight tarp. So I mean, something this big, 140 bucks. Now that's with the multi-cam pattern. I mean, you don't have to get that. If you guys want to get just the OD, I think you'll save 20 or 40 bucks or something. I think you'll save. Well, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. This one you got to get the multi-cam pattern, but if you get the 10 by 10. You can get it for significantly cheaper if you get the regular pattern. And I'll talk about that in the final thoughts and reviews. Anyway, guys, just want to come out here real quick and talk why the rain was raining, and get you guys some perspective on the ability of this thing to keep out water. And I don't see anything heavy dripping off the seams, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, Adam from Equipped Indoor. If you guys have any questions or comments, please email me at adam@equippedindoor.com. You guys take care, be safe out there, and remember, if you're not always prepared, you're never prepared. Thanks.